Hi everyone, Michelle Zenisek here. Another day, another am I the a-hole Reddit question. This one is clearly not this question is, let me just get into it. Um and I'm going to address the whole judgment thing too in this. Okay? So, anybody who is having rolling their eyes at me as if I'm judging other people, I'll get into that. Okay, so the question is, am I the a-hole for not punishing my 7-year-old daughter for her play relationships? So the writer, this is what she writes. My husband and I have a 7-year-old daughter together, Layla. A few months ago, Layla got a boyfriend, Lucas, 7 years old. Okay. They are both 7, so it's obviously not a real relationship. I guess we can agree on that. They just hold hands sometimes and they drew each other hearts for Valentine's Day. This week, Layla was apparently holding hands with another boy who also sent Layla a Valentine's Day love letter, and Lucas took offense to it. We found out because Lucas's parents called to tell us Lucas wouldn't be coming over to us this Saturday like it was originally planned because he is mad at Layla. My husband wants us to punish Layla and wants me to have a talk with her about faithfulness. At first, I thought he was joking, but no, he was serious. He says that Layla cheated on Lucas, and I, as her mother, should do something about it. I told my husband that Layla is 7, not a cheater, and I won't treat her as such. He then accused me of raising a cheater and encouraging the bad behavior. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to punish Layla? Okay, you're not the a-hole for that, but I will say, and okay, let me say that I'm not calling anybody an a-hole. Okay, this idea that you're encouraging a boyfriend girlfriend relationship between two 7-year-olds, you're encouraging this and it sounds like you're almost nurturing it. That's insanity. They're 7. They're 7 years old. Yes, they can have little crushes and whatever, but holding hands and your husband's taking it to a whole nother level. And he is definitely wrong. Okay. They're 7. This is not, if she was 17, I might have a different answer, right? So ultimately, you should be encouraging her to play with other girls and not boys, because when he comes over to play, do you ever leave them alone? What is it they're doing? And don't think that 7-year-olds won't do those sort of things, because especially if you're allowing them to watch certain TV shows, which is just about any TV show nowadays, they're getting those ideas in their head. So, yeah, I'm not going to call you an a-hole, but you are clearly wrong for what you're doing, allowing this with your daughter. She's a little girl. She needs to be a little girl. And this little boy needs to be a little boy. And they need to not have their parents nurturing this inappropriate relationship. And it's inappropriate because they're 7. Ugh. And those of you who might be saying that I'm judging, we are called not to judge. Okay, these people, they can raise their daughter any way they want, but they're asking for opinions, and that's my opinion, okay? And it's biblical, because they're children, okay? And the other thing is, it's not even just really about biblical, it's moral. But the way I've always explained it to my kids about judgment is, like, we all have someone in our family who, might be a drug addict or an alcoholic or whatever. And so let's say, the way I've phrased it with my kids is, they know people who, my kids are 22 and 19. So they obviously have met people along the way, their own age, who have drug issues. And I say, you don't want to, you're not judging them as far as if you're, like you don't want to make it seem as if you're superior to them. It's that you're judging them because you're saying, okay, is this what I want to allow in my life? We all have to have these boundaries and these fences around our lives, and we need to be careful who we let into those. And that's where judgment comes in. You have to use your judgment to decide who you're going to let into those boundaries, right? Let inside those boundaries. So yeah, I have a very strong opinion of what these parents are doing. They're both wrong with allowing this, and he's even more wrong, or the husband's even more wrong for, oh my gosh, he's taken it to a whole nother level that just should not be happening with 7-year-olds. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I digress. This is how we're going to end a Friday. I might be on tomorrow. I might not. We'll see. Anyway, if if I am, great. If not, have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.